I have absolutely no idea what Warner Brothers are doing with the DCEU, but whatever it is that they're doing, it ain't working. So this movie follows our lead character, Jamie, who, as luck would have it, acquires a scarab that picks him as a host, and he essentially becomes a hero, as you do. Surprise, surprise, the baddies are also after this alien tech, so they hunt Jamie down, and there are lots of fights, lots of action sequences, and boom, we have a movie. Like Shazam before this movie focuses on the family dynamic as opposed to solely on the lead. And while that probably looked very good on paper, it didn't quite work because it just felt like all of the characters were trying way too hard to be appealing, and yeah, it just wasn't doing what I'm sure they wanted it to do. There was an endless amount of shouting, comedy that just did not quite land, and predictability up the wazoo. There were lots of cheesy lines. Delivery of said cheesy lines was just questionable, and it just wasn't cutting it. It just wasn't working. I'm assuming that this movie was made for kids because the chances that adults will walk out of this movie feeling like they've seen some epic, fantastically made movie is slim to none. The visuals aren't bad, the action sequences are mostly good, but we saw a lot of those scenes in the trailers, so it kind of is very disappointing because you already know what's coming. The actors, I'm sure, are very talented, but this movie did not allow for us to see any of that. Disappointing. We have another extremely boring villain with boring and typical motivations and not much of a threat. It's just someone there for our lead to defeat. The lead himself does not stand out. To be fair, none of the cast stand out in this movie because the movie itself is not a standout movie. I would like to say that I was pleasantly surprised, but alas, I was not. This is another run-of-the-mill Warner Brothers DCU movie that did not need to be made. If you have kids and want something to go see with your kids, or just are in the mood for a family-friendly movie, then this will probably work for you. I personally did not get much from this movie. It's not the worst offering that Warner Brothers have put out in the DCEU universe, but it's not the best either. Saying that, I mean, what's actually good that they've put out? You can certainly skip this and wait till it's streaming if you have to see it. But for those of you that have seen this movie, what did you think? Please leave a comment below and let me know. And as always, thank you for taking the time to listen to me chatter. Please like, please share, please subscribe, and please come back and watch some more of my videos. Have a lovely rest of your day. Mwah.